When Kurt was visiting me, I had made cookies and he was filming, and a lot of people have been asking for that recipe. That's a phenomenal oatmeal raisin cookie that I make. And I'm gonna show you this recipe today. The only thing is it's not like an easy cookie because it's kind of like a really tough dough. You know, it's very dense dough, so you need a good mixer for it. You know, if you don't have a KitchenAid, just make sure that your handheld mixer can handle that type of pressure. Okay, let's get started. You're gonna cream together 2 sticks of butter with a cup of white sugar and a cup of brown sugar. While this is creaming, you're gonna add in 2 eggs. You know, you're not supposed to break the eggs on the side of a dish. You're supposed to do it on a flat surface. I don't know, that's what they say, but always scrape down the bowl. While this is mixing, you're gonna put together your dry ingredients in a separate bowl. You're gonna mix up all the dry stuff. 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1½ teaspoons of cinnamon. Normally you're supposed to add a teaspoon of salt, but I use salted butter, so I'm not gonna put in the salt. But if you use unsalted butter, just add in like a ½ teaspoon of salt. Now we're gonna add 3 cups of oats. These are quick cook oats. You're gonna stir together all of this because we're gonna add it slowly to the cream mixture. I make a mess. See the dough coming together? See, now what I do is I take the bottom and I scrape up the bottom. Now what you're gonna do is I add about, I don't know, about a cup of raisins. Add about a cup of raisins to this. If you feel like you want to add nuts at this point or chocolate chips, you can do that too. I personally just like raisins. Did you see how tough that dough is? That's why you need a sturdy mixer. That's one tough dough, let me tell you. What, Frank?
Oh, you couldn't do this by hand.
No, you can't. This is a heavy duty dough. Now, at this point, usually what I do is I refrigerate it for about an hour. So that's what we're gonna do. You're gonna refrigerate it for at least an hour, but it should be refrigerated. Don't cook it right away. Don't gotta rest. It cooks better after it comes out of the refrigerator, and it makes it easier to form the balls. So after an hour, I'll show you how to make them. After it's cooled for about an hour, a little over an hour I've had it in there, you take the dough and you roll it into balls. I take a spoon and I roll about, I don't know, I guess like a ping pong ball, right?
I can't see, you keep moving your hands.
How's that? Ping pong ball, right?
Yeah.
And then just before I put it on, I flatten it a little bit, and there you go. Roll it, you flatten it a little bit, and you space them about a couple of inches apart. This dough makes about, I don't know, about 3 dozen cookies, depending on how big you make them. But
one really nice cookie.
No, I don't think it'll cook right if you do that.
It looked like a pizza bun.
Yeah. Make sure that you're preheating your oven to 375 at this point, because these are gonna bake for about 10 minutes.
Does it matter if you're in a higher elevation?
Yes. Okay, see, you can see how I spaced them apart. They're about all the same size, more or less. And you're gonna bake them again at 375 for about, I'd say about 10 minutes, depending on your oven, you know, but usually with my oven, it's about 10 minutes. 5 minutes into it, I go in and I flip it around. I don't know why I do it.
I was gonna ask you why.
I know you were gonna ask, I can tell. But I don't know why I do it, I just do it, okay?
Get even cooking.
Even cooking, there you go. You just called me a bitch.
You can't prove that.
I can prove it. Okay, we got 2 trays done. We're gonna put them in for 10 minutes at 375. The leftover dough that I have, you can put it in, I have a vacuum sealer, you know, with bags. So I put it in that and I keep it in the refrigerator, and you can keep it for up to a week or so. Being it's vacuum sealed, I keep it for up to 2 weeks sometimes. All right, they're done. Now you're just gonna have to let them sit for about 5 minutes before you put them on a cookie rack. 5 minutes have gone by. We're gonna put them on the rack now to cool completely. And the great thing about this cookie is that they stay chewy. I love that they stay chewy like for days. They're
Yeah, they
so
do.
good.
Even when they're cold.
Even when they're cold, they're still chewy. They're delicious. This is the best, I'm telling you, the best cookie recipe I've ever found is this one, as far as oatmeal cookie.
Well, even the oatmeal pancakes.
Yeah, I make oatmeal pancakes that are to die for, right, Frankie?
Very good.
Yeah.
And good for you.
Cool.
I want a cookie.
You really want a cookie now? They're so hot, you're gonna burn yourself.
I'll take my chances.
Really?
That's it. Living dangerous around here.
Living dangerously with the cookies, huh? Yeah. He doesn't want to come on camera.
I'm not-
Go ahead. Let me see. Taste it. Is it good? Hey, give me.
No.
Give me! Okay, let's try the cookie. It's still kind of hot though.
Okay.
Oh, this is a good cookie. Oh, you have to try these. I know they're a little bit of work, but totally worth it. And what's great is you can make them ahead of time. And you can keep the dough in the refrigerator. And whenever you want a tray of cookies, boom. Enjoy.